In this video, we're going to talk about your final paper for this course, which is the Standardized Assessment Critique paper. This is also for those of you who are working towards certification in TESOL or bilingual education, this is the critical performance task for this course. So you'll be uploading this to TaskStream. And this is an assessment, or the goal of this assessment is to kind of take everything we've been learning about second language acquisition and think about that in relation to assessment, in relation to how we assess language for multilingual learners. So as you can see in this brief description at the top, we know all states are federally mandated to conduct an annual assessment of English language learners proficiency level. In Rhode Island, we use the WIDA access test. And so in this assignment, you're going to be writing a critique and analysis of a standardized language assessment that's used for MLLs. So you could choose the WIDA access test, but you're also welcome to choose other language assessments. And if you teach world language, you might choose to focus on an assessment that's used for world language learning. Last links, ELPA 21, there's lots of different assessments you could also take a look at. And really what I'm looking to see you do is to show me, again, your second language acquisition knowledge by discussing these key elements in relation to that standardized assessment, language assessment tool. I want to see you talk about language acquisition theories, talk about second language acquisition stages, bring in different kind of factors of second language acquisition that we've talked about, and then think specifically about the state English language proficiency standards, which in the case of Rhode Island, again, are the WIDA standards. But if you're looking at a different language or a different state, using whatever your state's English language proficiency standards are. So part of this assignment is second language acquisition knowledge. Another piece of it is showing me your assessment knowledge. So spending some time to deeply understand the assessment and looking at the tools that are used to assess, right? So what kinds of questions? Is it multiple choice, short answer, project-based portfolios? The different aspects of assessment. Oh, apologies for the fix that. Different aspects of assessment. So we talked this week, and we'll continue to talk about reliability, validity, norm reference versus criterion reference. So kind of explain how this assessment measures up in terms of how valid it is, how reliable it is. You'll have to do a little bit of research into how the assessment was designed and some components of the assessment to be able to do this. And then accommodations. What are some accommodations that are provided, either in terms of language or special education, so that students are able to perform on this test? So you'll be submitting this again through TaskStream if you are a certification student, and then also on Brightspace in our course site. And so this again shows what I am looking for, your second language acquisition knowledge, your knowledge of the assessment, and then looking at how clear the reading is. APA formatting is part of that, and how you use research to support your claims. So thinking about the research that we've been reading about and learning about, using that to support your claims. So that is, again, the final paper for this course. You have some time still, but I wanted to talk through this week just so you can begin to think about which assessment you want to focus on and some of the different concepts you might begin to apply as you examine a language proficiency test.